All right, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. Welcome, Matt. Welcome in. Good seeing you in our stream. Welcome, welcome. 43rd through 48th drops of the day. That is awesome. Nice work. I've been able to get a bunch, but not that many. You must have really planned your day out well. Smiley Face Jane, welcome to the chat. We have many things to discuss about Smiley Face Jane, but I think we'll wait till after the raid for that. We're waiting on Laptop Hound to raid in. And then tonight, I was going to do a PTCS recap before we do our game night. But since Dish started late and Lap started late, we're just going to start our game night at the usual time so that FlyingWV doesn't have to wait too long to make his picks. And then, during the course of the night, we'll just kind of look through my PTCS results. I don't really know how I did specifically. I just know that one of my gold teams made it to the fourth round, but I don't really know how the other teams did and what happened specifically. So we'll peek in on those during the night, but mostly we're here to watch Flying WV play this community game. We have lots of different community games. I'll introduce them to everybody once everyone's here. But should be a good time, and everyone's be getting their special franchise time machine drops while we do it. So will be fun. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we do a 10-pack giveaway every time we play one of these games or do a sim. So I'm going to put the form up on the screen. We'll update it and then we'll put it up on the chat. You don't have to be pleasant to win, or you don't have to be present to win. So you can always fill it out and then take off. Let's see. Let me find it. What did I do with this form? Oh, here it is. Why can't I find? Hold on, bear with me. Glad to be doing this before everyone gets here. All right, here we go. This will be the back giveaway. Flying WV, are you here yet? I was wondering what team name you want to use and what team you're taking over. I don't think you told me yet. Let me check. Yeah, I don't think I know yet. You might still be in lap stream. We can catch up with you after that. I'll ping you in Discord too. All right, we'll start editing the form real quick. Oh, actually, we should wait for the raid for that too, because the people who are new to the stream are gonna want to know what's going on. So, Barry Basher, this game usually takes a little under 2 hours to go to play and finish up and do the 10-pack giveaway. I know people are chasing their special PTCS drops today, so I'll make sure I go at least 2 hours after lap raids in. So yeah, I want to make sure everyone gets their packs today. Barry Basher has also played this game. Actually, let's put the leaderboard up. Maybe we'll do that while we wait for everyone to come in. Franchise Time Machine is late at night. So usually Ezra Denny goes on before us. So he does OOTP after dark. And then, oh, you're right. Thank you, Barry Basher. I'm still editing the form, but thank you. Actually, let's see. Yeah, let me start editing this. I don't know what team Find WV is going to use. We don't know yet what team he's going to take over. Okay. So that's as soon as we hear back from Flying WV, we'll get to finish that up. Let's put the leaderboard up. All right. Here's who we're chasing. Here's how all the previous teams have done. We have a Daywalker, EBC and NYC2, who's the current champion of the leaderboard. Everyone's chasing him still. Nolan Network right after that had an amazing run, but fell just short, 1 game and 25 game score points short. And this will be the first time someone's played since they adjusted the player creation engine for relief pitchers. So that might give Flying WB a little boost and a little extra chance to catch up with EBC and NYC2. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Clay Dog, what's going on? We're going to jump into things as soon as the raid hits. We'll introduce everyone to the games. Bull Goats, thank you for the follow. Having a couple drinks and avoiding school. That's awesome, Clay Dog. I think you earned a break after all that roster prep you did. Oh, there's Laptop Hound. Welcome in, Raiders. Laptop Hound, thank you for the raid. Here's what we're doing tonight. It is our post PTCS game night. So we have Flying WV playing one of our community games, which is called Create a Roster. I'll go over the rules for that for those of you who are new to our stream. And throughout the night, we're going to just peek in on how my teams did in PTCS. That's the kind of PTCS part of it. I was going to do that up front, but we don't want to keep Flying WV too long before we can let him make his picks. So, yeah, Flying WV, good to see you. Welcome in. Flying WV, our guest of honor tonight will be playing our community game. Our other guest of honor, of course, is Smiley Face Jane, a regular in our late night community. Congratulations, Smiley Face Jane, on winning a PTCS championship today. I think this is worth noting. I was looking at our leaderboard for Creator Roster. We've had a bunch of people play so far. Not only is Smiley Face Jane on there, but so is Max LP 80, who were 2 quarters, so a total of half of the finals for the PTCS bronze. And I think I heard Smiley Face Jane, not only did you win a championship, but you also made a finals with the PAX only team in another PTCS category. So well done. Way to represent the late night crew. All right, so let's do this. First things first, we always do a 10-pack giveaway when we play one of our games. I know a bunch of people just came in, so let's put the form up. You don't have to be present to win, but I will walk you through it. You can submit after Flying W makes his player creation, so you can kind of get a sense of what you want to guess. But it's late. If you want to go to bed, you can fill out the form and enter in now if you want. You don't have to be present to win. And Flying W, what's your team name? What team do you want to take over? And what do you want to name it? Ah, the Mets. Okay, I'll be taking over the 2023 Mets. Clay Duck says, okay, so not winning the World Series. Mets are gonna Met no matter what you do. So we're updating an old form. So Barry Basher had played previously. We're gonna update this for Flying WV. The New York Mountaineers. Got it. Okay, so um,
Why do you keep
one
following
quick
me
thing to
around?
note is when we played this in test mode, Dinkus Speed 1332, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. The team I created for the sim won 124 games. That might help you with your guessing. The other thing that might help you is the leaderboard, which I'll show as soon as we finish going through this form. All right. The closest answer wins. We are not using Prices Right
Why do
rules,
you keep
so you
following
can
me
go
around?
over as long as you're closest. And first place is 7 standard packs. Second place is 3 standard packs. Castanar, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We do need your OOTP ID with the capitalization right. It is case sensitive, and that's how OOTP developers will send you your packs if you are first or second place. And let's give OOTP developments a quick thank you here for not just the packs for a pack giveaway, but for letting me have special PTCS drops so that you can get extra bonus drops tonight. I was in. I had 7 teams in 4 PTCS levels today. 2 in iron, 2 in bronze, 2 in silver, and 1 in gold. And of course, I did not do nearly as well as Smiley Face Jane, but I did have one team make it to the 4th round in gold. Got knocked out by a fully boosted all combi team, but did manage to win 2 games against that team with a no combi team. So I'm pretty happy about that. And it's a gold. It's a level I'm new to, so it was fun to do well in that. Oh, Clay Dog, I didn't realize I made it further than you. Thank you. Clay Dog and Smiley Face Jane, among others, were very helpful in helping me build our roster last night on stream. And Smiley Face Jane, if you are at all like most baseball fans and superstitious, I assume me, you, and Clay are going to be building rosters before every PTCS from now on Friday nights. All right. So the first question is, will this team make the playoffs? A little hint, every creator roster team so far has made the playoffs. Then will they make it to the World Series? Will they win the World Series? Will players from this team win both the Cy Young and MVP awards? And just as a little bit of extra information, we set it so that the pitchers cannot win the MVP. So they'll have to have a really good pitcher and a really good batter to win this, to get this one right. How many regular season games will this team win? It is a regular 162 game season. In 2023, it's all 2023 run environment. What will be the highest WAR generated by any of this team's players? What will be the number of regular season home runs hit by the player who leads this team in home runs? What will be the number of regular season strikeouts thrown by the pitcher who leads this team in strikeouts? And in case you're wondering, we do turn the modifiers off. So there is no normalization or totals issue. The players are going to do as well as they can do. What will be the regular season OPS of the player who leads this team in OPS? We use a minimum of 300 plate appearances, which is different from the MLB batting title requirement. And what will be the regular season ERA of the pitcher who leads his team in ERA? Minimum 100 innings pitched. Again, different from the MLB ERA title requirements. All right, so let me go ahead and put this in the chat. And anyone can play. And again, you do not have to be present to win. All right, let me get this link for you. Okay, I'm going to pin that into the chat. All right, good luck everybody on that pack giveaway. Now, I did say I'd show you the leaderboard. This will give you an idea of what some of these results go. All right. So in order, these are all the contestants we've had. And again, I mentioned Daywalker, EVC, and NYC2 is our current leader. His team won 141 games, had an 830 game score, won the World Series, won the Cy Young Award, won the MVP. Only about half the teams we do this are able to do that. Oh, EVC and NYC up way past his bedtime, getting special drops. How was your Better Three Quarters concert at Carnegie Hall? The other Daywalker EVC. It was very nice. Good to hear. Oh, I don't know if EVC and NYC1 is the other Daywalker EVC. Oh, a champagne toast after? Excellent. That must be cool, no matter the context. To perform at Carnegie Hall must be pretty awesome. That's got to be a good time. So you can see kind of the range of wins we've had. Um, Again, everyone has made the playoffs. And let's update this to the New York Mountaineers. Yeah, Nolan came very close. Nolan had um he had a 34 game win streak, a loss, and then a 17 game win streak. So he was one loss away from a 52 game win streak. He was also one game away from catching EVC. So it gives you an idea of how dominant that season was. But we also have a few other categories. AW has had the most all stars from a single team. He had 10 players make the all star team. Delhi Sports has had the highest pitcher war with 10.9. And Delhi Sports, again, had the highest hitter war. Our most recent contestant, Barry Basher, came in second with hitter war with a 14.8. And yeah, so there's lots of different ways you can make the leaderboard. We also keep a list of some of the top achievements that some of our teams have had. There's a little section in the middle I'm still updating. I have to go back through the old saves and find the information. But for example, D Block had a star level player steal 166 bases and had a player win the Triple Crown. Um, Ezra Denny had an average level player lead the league in home runs and had a good level player lead his team in wins. It's usually one of the signs of a very good team is when you can get some steals at those lower levels. So, in case you're wondering, well, what does that mean, a legend level or a good level player? We play this game in the base game. We use the player creation engine. And the way the player creation engine works, if you haven't used it before, is you choose what level player you want the game to create for you, legend all the way down to scrub. And so what we do is we say, okay, well, everyone who plays this game can have 4 legend level players. You'll get 2 scrub level players, and you'll get 5 players of every level in between. And in advance, we have each contestant fill out a form, what positions at what level. And then during the game, if it's, let's say, starting pitcher legend level, We create 5 of those, and then whoever's playing gets to pick one to keep. The other 4 get deleted, and we keep going all the way through the roster until we have a 26-man roster. And then the AI pretty much does everything else. Here are FlyingWV's picks. So and FlyingWV, I also put next to them your first round picks. So FlyingWV has played before. We encourage people to play as many times as they want to. And this way we can see, okay, how has FlyingWV changed their strategy from the first time to this time? And I should probably mention, I said everyone can play. This is just a channel point redemption. So it's just something I do to try to, promote community in our chat and our late night stream. You get channel points just by watching the stream, and you can redeem, once you get enough points, you can redeem them to play. And so, some people have played a bunch of times. I really appreciate our PTCS champion, Smiley Face Jane, is usually the first player to try out most of my crazy games. So that's always a lot of fun. And yeah. And if you are interested, here are some of the other games we have. I know Smiley Face Jane has played Force 4 Trades. This is where whatever team you pick, you can choose any 4 teams from that season to trade any player you choose from their team to your team. Peak Performance is a fun one where you choose any 5 players from your team and you can replace them with whatever you decide is their peak season. And so that's a fun one if you are a fan of a team that had like a lot of washed up veterans or some, prospects who are not quite, fulfilled their potential yet. You can bring in the best versions of those players into your team. Spy Face Jane also was the first one to play our Major League Farm team. That's where you pick any other team in the major leagues that season to be your farm team. And you can call up 6 players from that team, and then you send down 6 players from your team. And if you're strategic, not only do you want to pick a team that has players that match what your team needs, but maybe you pick the top player in your division or the top player in your league to get them out of your way too. And so it's not just kind of the players you pick, but also kind of who you pick them from. Shopping Spree is one I tested on stream to get the number of players right. We moved it to 7 players. Um, any player in the post free agency era, you can take 7 free agents from the previous free agent season and add them to your team for free. So this is one where it's kind of fun because it's a bit of a research project. You have to look up, who were the free agents that year, uh, and it's usually not just the top free agents. You want the ones that fit what your team needs. So it's pretty fun. Oh, Spider-Face did just redeem some points and wants to play the Major League Farm team again. So okay, that's awesome. We will set that up. Smiley Face, let's discuss in the Discord when you want to do that. But tonight we have FlyingWV. So let's go ahead and get his picks up here, and I will fire up the base game and we'll get started. All right, it's going to take a second here. I always reboot before I stream, so I've got to fire up OOTP. There we go. Okay, now when we start the game, I am going to start it from a quick start. But all the games we play on stream, all the sims I do, all the experiments I do, I think it's important that other people can try them out if they want to on their own OTP base game. So all the steps for setting up create a roster are in my VODs. So if there isn't one on my Twitch VODs, you can go to YouTube. My YouTube is also Franchise Time Machine. Look up any one of the creator rosters, and then you should see like how we do the setup. So I encourage people to try it out on their own. And even the people who play in the stream, they some of them practice before they play, and I highly encourage that because I just want to share with people fun ways to play the game. So we'll have a quick start for this. It is the creator roster. I think we're using quick start number 2. Yeah, creator roster V2. And the name will be CAR for creator roster, FlyingWV, and this is attempt number 2 for FlyingWV, so we'll call it V2. Oh, wait, is this the third time? Okay, it is number 3. Awesome. I apologize. I don't have the third one on here, or I guess the first one on here. I just have the second one. So I just wanted to go over this real quick and see what might have changed in the approach. Might be your fourth. No, yeah. So the reason why the title slide says original version is we also, since this game has gotten so popular, I created a dead ball version, which takes place in 1910. And then I created a low ball version, which is where you try to make the worst team possible. And for low ball, you get 2 legend picks and 4 scrub picks. And then all the rest are still 5 picks. And when you get those picks, you want to try to find the worst batters and the worst pitchers possible. So that's why this is the original version. So let's see. The last time out, you went legend level, second base, shortstop, center field, starting pitcher. This time you've added catcher to the mix at legend level and are still going starting pitcher, which I think is good. At the star level, you went starting pitcher heavy at the star level. This time you've gone more position player heavy, and then you're finishing out rotation in good and average level. Your relief pitchers are coming a little earlier now. It looks like no, same number in average. A few more bench. Now, one thing that FlyingWV might benefit from, this is the first creator roster we've done since OOTP developments has, I guess, fixed an issue with the player creation engine where relief pitchers got worse way faster than any other players as you went down the levels. So, like at star and good, you might be able to get, you might still be able to get like a 5-star player, especially if it's a position player. With starting pitchers, that was harder. With relief pitchers, it was impossible. You were down to like half-star pitchers by the time you got to bench. So yeah, so in the patch, that was fixed, and so this will be the first post-patch creator roster game. All right, so let's go back to setting up the game here. Oh, Claydog. I rigged. EVC and NYC too, who was at the top of the leaderboard, of course thinks it's rigged. Claydog, this is not something I had reported yet. I mean, it's possible that, someone who watches the stream, or I know, people from OTP might watch once in a while, so they may have seen that. But I also think, you know, Dr. Dynastic was using the player creation engine for his Red Rock League. He may have noticed it and said something. Um, but I'm glad it was fixed. I kind of wish it had been fixed between cycles so it didn't mess up our leaderboard. But in general, I think it's a better thing that it's fixed. All right, so we'll do flying WV. Uh, Fine, I'm going to put you as American, but if you want me to change that to anything else, please let me know. We can always change it during the sim. And it will be the New York Mountaineers taking over the New York Mets. So the first thing we're going to do is go in and change the team name to the New York Mountaineers. Now, if we just click on another team and then click back on New York, the change should have gone through. There we go, the New York Mountaineers. We'll keep the logo for ease of use here. And the first thing we're going to do is we need to delete out the current Mets or Mountaineers roster. So we do that in the roster and transactions page. Now, you'll see in the giveaway form that we turn injuries and suspensions off. So you don't need a reserve, you don't need a minor leagues. It makes the sim a lot simpler, and you don't have to worry about having enough players to cover for any injuries. So 26 players will get you through the season. All right. So now all player creation happens in the free agency screen. If you're in commissioner mode, you'll have this pull down menu under actions. When we do our sims, we import players this way. And when we do our community games, we create players this way right here. All right, first up for FlyingWV, legend level starting pitchers. We're going to show him 5, and FlyingWV can pick his favorite one. All right, good luck, FlyingWV. All right, 5 stars. That's what we like to see. Now, we've created some specific views. Every contestant gets these same views, no more, no less. This is all you get to choose from. But it gives you most of the information. We split out movement into home run rate and PBABIT. You've got 2 lefties and 3 righties. Gonzalez. Yep, you got peak stuff. If you're not familiar, the ratings go from 20 to 80. So 80 is as high as it goes, but you will occasionally see above limit players, which is unusual but fun. But maximum movement, tied for highest home run rate in the group, tied for highest control in the group, not too splitty, high velo, really high stamina, ground ball pitcher, really good ace for your team, FlyingWV. Congratulations on this pick. This is a good one. We'll see here he's got almost top level fastball, curveball, changeup. Got a splitter to mix in as well. Big Vic is his nickname. Neither of his names is Vic, but his nickname is Big Vic. Now, for every player, we tag them with the level they were chosen so we can keep track throughout the season. And then we just add him to the team here. Again, if you don't use editor, this is a really convenient way to move players around teams. You can just designate them on a team so that way you don't have to try to sign them or trade them. You can just move them very easily. All right, we go back to the player creation screen. Next up is a legend level catcher. Average age, legend level. 5 catchers coming your way. 4 5 stars and a 4.5 star. Let's go to the batter screen. Now, one thing we have added is we've added catcher framing. For the dead ball version, we've added catcher arm because base stealing is more important than framing in 1910. Got several different kinds of profiles here. You've got a power eye guy at the bottom. You've got a contact power guy at the top. You've got a top framer as your number 2 choice. So a lot of different ways you can go here. Okonkwo, the number 2 choice. Yep. Top framer, top defender. Still gives you some pop. Reindeer Bill. Bill is probably easier to say than his first name, which is, I'm probably going to butcher it, Haregewoin Okonkwo. I would much rather say Reindeer Bill so I don't inadvertently offend anyone by mispronouncing their name. Okay, adding them to the Mountaineers. Next up, legend level center fielder. Five stars. Lena says, I go by Rain Beer Bill. Again, several different profiles here. I did mention you can go over scale. This player has an overscale BABIP at 85. You've got another power eye guy down here. You've got a 95 steel guy, so it's 20 to 80. 95 is way off scale. Got a range of defensive abilities here. Now I know it's important to some people, so we've also added range to the infielders and outfielders, so you can get that part of their defense. Mackenzie, oh, Steel King. Yeah, I like that approach. So not only is he a 95 steel, he's got 75 power. We have had a couple 50-80 guys. This one might be a candidate for that. Um, he's 80 power versus lefties. So this is we're gonna keep an eye on this guy. He might put up some good numbers here. So I'll give you all three outfield spots as well. Pepe Bala is his nickname. Definitely keep an eye on this dude. All right, the last of your legend level players coming up here. This is going to be a legend level second baseman. Yeah. 5 stars. If you're going to continue the stealing theme, you've got an 80 and a 75 stealer here. You've got a 60 glove defender here. You've got a power eye guy at number 3. You've got a contact BABIP by number 1. Dillingham. Yep, still gives you the stealing to go with your previous pick. Gives you good contact and BABIP, good power, good eye. This is a very just high level profile across the board. Looks really good. Mike Mickey Dillingham. He'll give you a little bit of shortstop in a pinch if your shortstop is fatigued. All right, that's it for the legend level. Now we're going on the star, where we have starting pitcher, shortstop, first base, third base, and closer. I do like this trend of more of our contestants going closer slash relief pitcher at the higher levels. I think it has helped a lot of teams in the postseason. So we're going to create 5 starting pitchers. This will be your number 2 starter. You have a really good ace already. 5 5 stars. Now, the star buckets are still pretty wide, so not all 5 stars are created equal, but having 5 5 stars is definitely a good thing. Innings Eater Johnson. Yeah, that 75 stamina is hard to pass up. And he's got a good profile 65 home run rate, 65 control to go with the tied for the highest stuff. That's definitely a good pitching profile there. But that 75 stamina is going to come in handy. Brad Beetle Johnson. Definitely a good number 2 starter there. All right, next up, your star level shortstop. Completing the up the middle infield duo with your shortstop, with your second baseman, you took it legend level. All right, 5 star levels, shorts. Sorry, I put second base as shortstop. There we go, shortstop. All right, 3 5 stars and 2 4.5 stars. Pretty good contact across the board. You've got some pop down here in the middle. You've got several good defenders, 365 level shortstop defenders. You got some stealing if you want to keep going in that direction. You got lots of different options here. All right, Lashway. Yeah, this is the power glove guy. 65 gloves, 70 power. That's a real nice combo to have at shortstop. And a 6'5" seal, that's right. Rem Dog. Clay Dog, don't be jealous. There's a Rem Dog in the house now. Yeah, the 65 steel, you're putting together quite a speedy team here. There can be only one. All right, next up, star level first baseman. Try to give you a masher here at the corner infield spot. Which default strategy relies on steals? I know small ball does, but small ball also does a lot of bunting and hit and run. But you can look through them. We can go through them when we get to that point. All right, 5 star level first one. You got 5 5 stars here. Pretty good power. You got a couple with also really high BABIP, one off scale BABIP. Some good eyes here too. Right, Puentes. Yeah, that 85 BABIP, off scale BABIP, that is hard to pass up. And it's not just the BABIP. I mean, he gives you 65 power, 65 eye. So this is a really good hitter. Just pure hitter, I think. I mean, if we're lucky, he might give you like a Pujols-ish season. Pucci. Jordan Pucci Puentes. All right, next up, star level third baseman. Let's finish out the other corner infield spot. All right, 4 5 stars and a 4.5 star. Another off scale BABIP. So, oh, an off scale, a way off scale eye, 90 eye. Oh, one of my favorite profile types, the 80 speed, 25 steal. What is wrong with this guy? He's the fastest guy on the field, and he can't steal a base to save his life. This would actually be an exciting dead ball profile here. 35 power, 85 BABIP, 80 eye. Bradley. Yeah, I kind of want to see what this guy does. I'm a little glad you chose him because I want to see what 85 BABIP, 80 eye, see what that does. I do hope he doesn't try to steal too much. All right, Troy Bradley. He can play a little bit of shortstop for you too. It's always good to have some defensive flexibility. Moon, Troy Moon Bradley. All right, last of the star level players, your closer. Now, not only did you take a relief pitcher relatively high, which I think is a good thing. I think we've had several people show us that it's important to do. But this is the first reliever we're going to see after the correction. So let's see what we get here. And this is star level. Now, to give you some frame of reference, before I think it's star level, if you picked a reliever, you'd be lucky to get a 5 star, be a lot of 3.5 stars. Yeah, this is completely different now. You got a 5 star, 3, 4.5 stars, and a 4 star. Now, it's still a little nerfed compared to position players, if you've probably noticed, but these are way better than we were getting before. Look at this. We were not getting stuff levels like this, even at star level before for relievers. You've got a 95 stuff level. Again, the scale is 20 to 80. 95 stuff. You've got a control god up here with 70 control. These are all right-handers, which is interesting. Ramirez, I can't wait to see what 95 stuff looks like in 2023, which is a high strikeout era. 95 stuff is going to be insane. And 40 stamina flying W. This guy's going to get to go a lot. I can't wait to see this guy's stats at the end of the season. 90 fastball, 80 splitter. Philabuck is his nickname. All right, we're gonna check. We should have 9 picks. 9 players. Everyone has a tag. We're good to go. All right, good level. 2 starting pitchers: a catcher, a left fielder, and a right fielder. Yeah, good level starting pitchers: a 5 star, a 4.5 star, and 3 3.5 stars. Mabry. Yep, 75 stuff, 60 home run possession. So highest stuff in the group, highest home run suppression in the group. Good stamina. Don't look a 5 star good in the mouth. Yeah, when you get a 5 star good, it's hard to pass up. No nickname. Once we start getting these lower levels, we'll see fewer nicknames for sure. Yeah, this is a great profile for good level. I also like that 4.5 stars profile too. They were both very nice profiles. Another starting pitcher here. All right, 2 4.5 stars, a 4 star, a 3.5 star, and a 3 star. That trainer phrase, Claydock says that trainer phrase always makes you wonder: are other people just looking at things in the mouth most of the time? Souza. Look at that home run suppression control combination. And 70 stamina. Yeah, look at this shape. That's a very OTP 25 shape right there. All right, good level starting pitcher. I think he did well with those 2 good level starting pitchers. All right, next up, catcher. So you already have a legend level catcher. This will be a backup catcher and potentially a DH. All right, this is an interesting mix of 5 star, a 3.5 star, a 3 star, and 2 2.5 stars. Rosales, yeah, that's 70 framing and 80 defense are insane. I actually wonder if the AI might make this your starting catcher and make your other catcher the DH. Because the AI does like defense, and this is one of the best defensive catchers we've ever seen. And to get it at the good level is kind of crazy. All right. Next up is a good level. Okay, you're going corner outfielders next, left and right field. Hopefully, good level is still high enough we can get you some big bats for those corner outfield spots. All right. A 4.5 star, two 4 stars, and two 3 stars. Apolloni. Yeah, this power I combo really good at good level here. 60 power, 65 I. And he's not going to hurt you on defense. The 55 defense is good. All right, last good level pick, your other corner outfield spot, right field. All right, here we go. Ooh, three 5 stars, a 4 star, and a 3.5 star. And you've got some very different directions you can go here. Reach you out comes McCoy. I'm so glad you picked McCoy. I want to see what this guy does. I'm so glad you picked him. I can't wait. Minerva with the raid. Thank you for the raid, Minerva. Welcome in. We are playing one of our community games in this post PTCS stream. Flying WV is playing Creator Roster. Okay, this is your last good level player. Next up are the average level players. All right, I think through good level, you've done an amazing job here of getting some really good players here. You should have 14 players. Let's make sure we're on track here. 14 players, they all have tags. Perfect. All right, average. You got starting pitcher, three relief pitchers, and a center fielder. All right. Hopefully, there's not too big of a drop off here for the starting pitchers. Oof. Two 2.5 star, or sorry, three 2.5 stars, and two 1.5 stars. Bit of a rough dice roll here for you. Misone, straight average. Yeah, I think when you get this, the best you can do is go flat profile and move on. Still keep some decent velo. Yeah, look at that flat profile. I mean, it's better than a bad profile, so I think that's a good choice here. All right. Next up, you've got three relief pitchers incoming. Now, this is where we should see the benefit of that change that the OTP developments made. At average level relief pitcher, you'd be mostly looking at 2 stars in the pre patch environment. Yeah, these are much better. You get a 3 star and 4 2.5 stars. No orange or red. This is not what we were seeing before, so this is definitely an upgrade. Torres. Yep, look at that high stuff, flat across the rest. Good stamina. This can give you a lot of innings of heat out of the pen. Good choice here, I think. Okay, first of three. Next up, second of three, another relief pitcher. All right. A 3 star, 2.5 stars, a 2 star, and a 1.5 star. Yeah, Navarro, to get that much stamina out of a high home run suppressor out of the bullpen, I think that's a good choice here. All right, next up, your third and last starting pitcher for this level. All right, 3 2.5 stars, and 2 2 stars. Manzo, yeah, gets you a lefty in the pen, top stuff, balance with average control. And I mean average control in a good way, because once you go start into these lower levels, it is hard to find control in these relief pitchers. So this is a good one to find. All right, that was your last relief pitcher for this level, and this is your upcoming is your last pick for this level, a center fielder at average. All right, we got a 4 star for you, 2 3 stars, and 2 2.5 stars. Let's switch back to the batting ratings view. This is interesting. If you want to go back to your steal approach, you've got 285 steals here. Ripley the Oriole rating in. Thank you for the raid, Ripley. Hope you had a good stream. All right, we're going Travis McMillan. High I, decent stealing. 131 wins. Way to go, Ripley. You did silly things. I would like to hear some of those silly things. We are in the middle of playing one of our community games here, Create a Roster. Oh, we finally get another nickname. Travis Dr. Jekyll McMillan. Almost went with a low speed, high steal guy. The opposite of that other dude. Ripley says we dropped a single game in the post. And this is still your Baltimore Orioles save, is that right? Ripley's been doing a multi-season Orioles save in the base game. We dropped a single game in the postseason, had a 27 game win streak. Wow. Another MVP and traded for Scooble and got Detroit to eat 75% of his 44 million salary. Amazing. All right, next up, we're headed into the bench range. FlyingWV. Let me do a quick count here. You should be at 19 players. Yep, 19, and everyone's got a tag. Let me take a quick minute here for with Minerva and Ripley both rating in. Let's let them know what we're working on here. We're playing a game. It's just a channel point redemption for the community. It's called Create a Roster. We use the player creation engine in the base game that gives you makes players for you at whatever level you want, legend down to scrub. So for 26-man roster, you get 5 legend players, 2 scrub players, and 5 in between of every level in between. FlyingWV is filled out a form in advance, letting us know what positions he wants at each level. And then for each level position combo, like for legend level starting pitcher, we generate 5 legend level starting pitchers. FlyingWV picks one. We delete the other 4, add that player to the roster, and we move on until we finish up the roster. And then we're going to sim in the 2023 season. So that's what we're doing today. We are almost done with the player creation process. We're down to the bench level. So we're going to start seeing some rougher profiles here. We've got 1, 2, 3 relief pitchers, a shortstop, and a first baseman at the bench level. Claydog says he robbed Detroit. I saw it live and kept my mouth shut because I'm no snitch. All right, reliever, average age, bench level. Now, before the last patch, these bench level relievers would have been 1.5 star, maybe a 2 star if you're lucky. These should be a little better than that. Okay, you have 5 1.5s. Not dipping down in the 1 or 1/2 star though, so that's good. Now this is where you start seeing some of the red and orange ink here. You've got to kind of dodge. Yeah, this is a rougher group for sure. The controls are pretty uniformly bad. I think that's what makes it tough. Even with the update, I think this is a rough group here. Bridgewater, let's get at least the strikeouts. I agree. He might be able to strike out his way out of some jams here. All right, next up, another relief pitcher, also at the bench level. By the way, Raiders, you are getting special PTCS drops from me tonight. So enjoy those. And we do have a form for a 10-pack giveaway pinned to the chat. Feel free to fill that. You do not have to be present to win. So it's okay to submit a form and take off if you need to. Okay, you got a 2 star, three 1.5 stars, and a 1 star. You can have your pick your poison here. You're either going with really low stuff, really low home run suppression, or really low control. Let's go stuff again. Yep. All right. You're going to be throwing lots of bullets. There are lots of strikeouts coming out of this bullpen. Hopefully, not too many home runs, though. All right. Next up is one more relief pitcher at the bench level. Hopefully, we can get you a better dice roll on this one. Those last two were pretty rough. I mean, they look more like before the patch, before they patched the relief pitcher generator. Oh man, it's not getting better. Five 1.5 stars. And this time you don't even have a top stuff guy you can go for here. You're gonna have to pick something. I mean, hopefully you have the rest of your team is strong enough to make up for the back end of this bullpen. Macbeth. This is the flattest profile other than the control, so hopefully minimize the damage here. All right, that was a pretty rough bench reliever crew. I'm glad you snagged some decent relievers at the average level because those bench relievers are pretty rough. Okay, we've got a shortstop and a first baseman to round out the bench level. All right, 5 2 stars. A little better for you here. And again, the batters do tend to drop less quickly than the relievers. Right? You were lucky to get a 2 star with those relievers. This is 5 2 stars here. Pretty good to see above average contacts at the bench level. You also have a very above average glove here. So a few different ways you can go. I guess by very above average, I mean a good glove. Martin. Okay. You do get the above of average contact here. So that's good. That's hard to find. And he gives you a decent glove. So that's a good choice. Okay. This is a bench level player. Basically minimizing the drop off when your shortstop needs a rest. Okay. We'll add him to your New York Mountaineers. Okay. Last pick at the bench level is a first baseman. Let's go 5-star bench. You got 4 2 stars and a 1.5 star. You got basically a few flat profiles with, each one's got a bit of a hole, but you have one guy with a little bit of pop but no eye. He's also the best fielder of the bunch. You don't hate Shavaria. Yeah. Yeah, it gives you some pop, gives you some contact, gives you some defense. Just won't walk much. Oops. Bench level. I'll add him to your team. All right, and now we head into the scrub level. Only 2 picks here, thankfully. A third baseman and a center fielder. All right, 4 1.5 stars. That's pretty good for bench level, or for scrub level. Usually we're talking 1 star, maybe half star. So isn't Jaden Daniels the name of the Washington Commanders quarterback? Am I wrong on that? I think that's his name, right? I think he spells it differently, but I got to look this up now. I think he spells it with a Y. Yeah, it is Jaden Daniels with a Y. Jaden Daniels, the Washington Commanders quarterback. Give you the 1 star steel guy. All right. You're going with the theme, so no one can fault you for that. He does give you a little second base. That position flexibility can be important when it comes to fatigue management across a long season here. Make sure the AI has someone they can play. Now it is base game, so they can play anybody, but they'll be a 0 until they get trained up. At least this way, he's got some rating at second base. Okay, last scrub level player here. This will be a scrub level center fielder, and then we'll take a look at your roster before we head into the sim. All right, 3 1.5 stars, a 1 star, and a half star. This is more of a typical mix of what we see here, with a couple of 1.5 stars mixed in. Definitely no pop in this crew. Your powers are ranging from 20 to 35. Mott, again, sticking with the theme, going high steal. And frankly, his offense isn't that bad compared to the others. He's just giving you no pop, but he's giving you almost as much contact as the others, almost as much eye, and he's giving you a ton of speed. And he's a 60 defender at center field. That's not nothing. Yeah, this is a very good half star. And this is why it's important to just use the stars as a guide. I think as far as a bench short center fielder, this is a really useful player. Pinch runner, great glove in center field. Look at that range, 70 range. Because if you just go by the stars, this game wouldn't be very fun. You just pick the highest star player. But yeah, that's the kind of pick where you need to apply your theme, right? Going for the speed, and then think about what you want coming off the bench. Great glove. All right, let's see what you got here. Let's make sure we have enough players, 26 players. Make sure everyone has a tag. They do. All right, so let's do this. I want to roll a quick minute. Let's do a minute and a half of commercials. I need to kind of refill my water. We'll take a quick break before we set your strategies, pitching staff, and lineup, and then we'll do our pre-sim stuff. Normally we wait until right before we're about to sim, but been going for a while here, so I'm going to take 90 seconds. All right, perfect timing. We're out back from the ad break. I'm back. So yeah, so we have a few things to do here now that you have your players. We can go strategy, pitching staff, or lineups. Which do you want to do first, FlyingWV? Lineups. Yeah, let's do that. Now, there's not much to do here. Just we will take a look at your um, let's do position ratings first to make sure you have position coverage here. You chose two catchers. Look at this: 80 catcher, 65 catcher. That's awesome. Um, you do have two players who can play first. You have three who can play second. Three who can play third. Four who can play shortstop. Okay, you've got every position covered multiple ways. This is actually more depth than we often see, so that's nice. And you don't have any drop off no matter who's playing center field. That's pretty awesome. And your top two shortstop are average or better, so that's good too. All right, so no worries there. So let's go to your batting ratings and let's see what the AI gives you. Okay, so it's starting Brian McKenzie, your center fielder, legend level center fielder. It is the 95 steel guy. So, yep, you've got your way off scale steel guy who's also, let's not forget, 60 contact, 75 power, 60 eye. He's going to be on base a lot. He's going to be hitting bombs and he's going to be stealing bases. He is your leadoff hitter. Troy Bradley is batting second. Troy Bradley is your 85 BABIP, 75 contact. This is a guy who's 80 speed, 25 steal. So let's see what happens with him. That combo is so crazy. We see it, we do see it, and it's crazy. Puentes is batting third. This is your other 85 BABIP guy. He's got more pop though, 65 power, 65 eye. So a nice three-hole hitter there. Contact, power, eye. And then your cleanup hitter, your AI is going with McCoy. McCoy's your good level right field. This is the power eye guy. 80 power, 65 eye. I can't wait to see what this guy does. Legendary catcher not starting. Really? Wait, what? Holy cow, what is happening here? So he did start your good level catcher, which we thought might happen because his defense was so good. I thought he would move this catcher to DH. Your DH is Travis McMillan. Oh, he went with one of your backup center fielders. But he does have 65 steal. That's interesting. All right. And then we've got Lashway, or sorry, in the 5 hole, you got your second baseman, legend level second baseman. Uh, oh, interesting. Oh, no, no, sorry. Dillingham is first. Dillingham is your second baseman. Dillingham, yeah, 65 contact, 70 power, 65 eye, 75 steal. This guy's batting fifth. I do think it was a Bill James thing to use your 5 hole hitter as like a second leadoff hitter. So AI kind of doing that with a 75 steal guy batting fifth. And then six is Lashway. That's your shortstop, star level, 70 power, 60 eye. Also 65 steal. This is the most stealing we've had, I think, on any team that's played creator roster. A 95, a 75, and a bunch of 65s. I'm excited to see what this team does. All right, then you have Apolloni batting seventh. This is a 60 power, 65 eye guy. And then Travis McMillan is your DH, right? Might be in there for the speed, 65 steal, but does draw a ton of walks with 70 I, 60 BABIP. And then Victor Rosales, this is your good level catcher who is a defensive beast, 70 framing, 80 overall defense. That probably also means he's got good arm or blocking. Oh, yeah, look at that. 70 framer, 75 blocking, 80 arm. So not only is your team going to steal, I don't think other teams are going to be able to steal much off of you. All right. It is a little disappointing about your legend level catcher, but we'll see how that goes. All right. Next, you want to do strategy or pitching staff? Strategy. All right. Now, you're looking for one with high stealing. So we do limit you to one of the 8 presets, but we can look through them if you want. So here's traditional. It's pretty flat. The stealing is up here, so that's all pretty flat. Balanced, a little positive on the stealing, but otherwise pretty down the middle. Moderate small ball. This boosts all of these offensive strategies, including stealing. Small ball. This goes very aggressive on stealing and base running, but also aggressive on hit and run and sack bunt. Moderate sabermetric. This is going to go pretty low on the stealing. Sabermetric will go very low on the stealing. Moderate tactician. Now this is a stealing heavy, but does a little less of the hit and run and sacrifice bunt. The full tactician might be more to your liking. Right? It boosts the stealing and the base running. It keeps the hit and run and bunting at average. And then unorthodox is random. So you might get stealing, you might not. Tactician. Yeah, I think based on the way you built the team, this is probably the way to go. All right. And then do you want to change any of the stamina settings here? Set bench at 96. All right. Anything else? Yeah, batting bench. Yes. Yep. All right. That leaves pitching staff. Now, one of the things we do make sure is whoever you picked as your starters, that the AI, if they try to move them out, we put them back in. So basically, anyone who's blue or green, we're going to put back into your rotation. The only one they might try to move is Misones because of the lower stamina and the lower rating. Uh, it might, because your star closer has a high stamina, it might try to move them into the rotation, but we'll make sure we move them back out. Yeah, okay, try to move Navarro into the rotation. So we're going to make sure we get your starter back in there. Okay, so your starters are all back in there, and now we'll ask for a bullpen. We'll ask them to redo the bullpen. All right, and move Navarro back into a setup closer role. Okay. So I don't think anything looks weird here. I think it did a pretty good job. The choice you get to make though is your rotation mode. Strict, highest rested, occasional. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to go. Let's do. I have to do some mailbox settings here to make sure we get the information we need during the sim. And then I have to do our do not disturb stuff. So for those who haven't seen us do this before, there is a do not disturb option here, but that lets the AI do a bunch of stuff we don't want it to do as well. So we're just going to do a de facto do not disturb by unchecking all these things. And then I think we're done. So let's see where we are in the pack giveaway forms. Okay, I think we got a pretty good response here. Now, I was going to do some PTCS recapping, but Dish started a little late, so Lap started a little late. We want to make sure everyone gets all of their special drops. So I was going to do that part before all this, and I realized I was going to pop in and out of the game to do those recaps, but then we'd have to keep closing and reopening this file. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to risk corrupting the file and losing the team. So we'll either do a PTCS recap tomorrow stream or maybe at the end of tonight's stream. But we're going to do this sim uninterrupted so that we don't have any problems. So let's do that. Here's what we're going to do. One thing we like to do before these streams, sims, is look at the preseason predictions. But before that, we'll close the form. We'll look at the guesses. Then we'll look at the preseason predictions. Oh, yeah, Claydog, no worries. We can wait. And FlyingWV, make sure you submit your form too. So why don't I do this? We'll put the roster up um, on screen. I think people usually want to see the bad. Okay, FlyingWV submitted. I'll put this up for now. And I'll go on mute and I'll give everybody a minute to submit. And then I'll pop back on and we'll keep rolling. I don't know. Was that a minute? I don't know if that was a full minute or not, but I'm not hearing anyone else asking for extra time. Clay Dog, have you submitted? Once you're submitted, I think we'll close the form. Just did. Awesome. All right. Let me close the form. Yeah, you're right, Clay Dog. You did only ask for a second. Yeah, FlyingWV, I'm really curious to see how this team works too. You've got that power guy I want to see, power I guy I want to see. You've got that the 95 steel guy I want to see. This will be a really interesting sim. So I need to so normally we like to hide the names until after the stream or after the sim. So let me do that. And then I'll put it up on the screen. But this is fun because of the nature of PTCS today and the drops and the raid train. We've got we got some new names to our pack giveaway form. So that's fun. Good luck to everybody. All right, we've got 8 contestants. We do have some of the best pack giveaway odds in OOTP. If anyone wants to come back on a late night stream, we're here most nights except for Wednesdays. More people to lose this money. Clay Dog just used the ad break before the sim. Okay, will this team make the playoffs? Everybody thinks this team will make the playoffs. I would be in the same boat. I don't see this team breaking that streak. Will it make it to the World Series? We've got 2 who think no, the rest think yes. Will it win the World Series? Everyone who thinks they're going to make it to the World Series thinks they will win the World Series. And will this team, players of this team, win both the Cy Young and MVP? You've got a lot of believers in you. Just 2 think you're not going to make it. McNick says, I work 4 to 12:30 Pacific, so you're a godsend. Glad to be here for you, McNick. We're here most nights. I don't know if you've been lurking, but welcome in. Yes, 2 sayers of nay. Everyone else is on board, and then we're gonna do the numeric tiebreakers after the sim. Okay, now that the pack giveaway forms are closed, we can roll a day forward. Let's do a save first. Okay, now when you roll one day into the season, that's when the base game will generate the preseason predictions, and we have a good time looking at those. So let's do that now. You keep me on during shifts, so not listening but not chatting. Oh, that's awesome. That's good to know that we have other people checking us out. So, or on the drive home. Awesome. Well, glad to help you keep you entertained with OOTP content, McNick. And thanks for chatting tonight. It's good to know that you're out there. Did it roll forward? Did it generate? Normally, it says it up here when it's generating it. It is an MLB report. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, let's see. The New York Mountaineers projected to win 124 games and win the NL East. 363 home runs, by far the most runs in the league with 1116. This is about 150 home runs more than the next team in the league. The Dodgers projected to hit 210. Oh, the Braves at 250, but you're still 113 more than them. You are projected to steal a lot of bases, but still behind the Phillies and the Reds. We'll see if that actually ends up playing out that way. I don't think the AI knows what it's dealing with the 95 steal guy. The pitching staff also projected to be pretty good. The 1569 strikeouts is the highest projected. A 3.49 ERA, that is the second lowest projected, only behind the Dodgers. I mean, that gives you an idea how good the regular Dodgers are, right? They're projected to have a 3.33 ERA, and like that's a you have legend level pitchers and star level pitchers, and you're at 1569 or and a 3.49. As far as individual players, your legend level starter, your ace, is projected to be the top pitcher in the league, 24-6 with a 2.70 ERA, 300 strikeouts. We rarely see anyone strike out Spencer Strider, so that'll be an interesting battle to watch. 301 projected for your ace, 297 projected for Strider. Johnson, your star level pitcher, is projected to be the second best pitcher in the league, 25-6 with a 2.55 ERA. And your good level Mabry, 17-8, 11 with a 4.02 ERA. On the batting side, McKenzie, your legend level center fielder, projected at 58 home runs, 284 average, 117 steals. Okay, if this works out, we've never had a 50-100 player. This would be the first. We've had a 50-80. We've had 50-80 twice. This would be a first. Dillingham, your legend level second baseman, 48 home runs, 294 average. Fuentes, your star level first baseman, 333 average projected, 43 home runs. Projected to have a 1056 OPS. That's crazy. This is Pujols like 333, 43 bombs, 149 RBIs. I think that was, I don't know. I can't remember if I said it, but that's the name that kind of popped in when I saw this profile. McCoy, your right fielder, from the good level, projected to have 58 home runs. And a star level shortstop, 47 home runs, 260 average, 35 steals. So these projections are pretty good. They will definitely get you spots on the leaderboard. All right. Let's get ready to start the sim. Now, we did take that 1.5 minute ad roll. I hope that's enough ad roll. I don't necessarily know how all this stuff works. I'm hoping that's enough to keep us from being interrupted. I'm wondering if I should just take another minute and a half so we don't get ads during the sim. Hmm. I think let's just go. I think time wise we're good. We're almost at 2 hours. We don't need to pad that at all to get everyone to their stuff. You know what? I am gonna refill my water and do a few things. Let's take a minute and a half. Let's take 2 minutes. I'm worried about ads hitting during the sim, and I don't want to have to like stop covering the sim. So let's do it. If it'll let me, let's roll 2 minutes. I'll refill my water and stuff. Okay, I'm back. That's interesting. I think it looked like it took an ad break, but it looked like it took a much shorter ad break than 2 minutes. But I don't know. Can someone who's not a subscriber tell me if their ads are over? I have my alt account watching on a tablet here, and it looks like they're over. Yes, they're over. Monter Don, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate that. Welcome to the chat. Also, Tri City Greg, thank you. Okay, so let's do this. We've seen the predictions. They are pretty promising for Flying WV. All right, we do the simming we do from the standings here. If you keep an eye on the far right, any names and stats you see in yellow are from Flying WV's team in the top three of these categories. All right, 2023, we are in late March, so we'll get 1 or 2 games in. Flying WV 1-1. What happened? A 10-0 win and then a 2-4 loss to Miami. Wow. 4 runs in the second, 4 runs in the sixth. McKenzie off to a good start, 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 6 RBI, already starting his MVP campaign. That's your stolen base guy, too, and he's going 3 for 5 with 2 home runs. He must think he's Ricky Henderson. Did he steal? He also stole a base. 2 home runs and a stolen base already. And then your power I guy is McCoy, right? We're going to keep an eye on him, too. He went 1 for 5. Oh, McMillan stole the base. Sorry, Smiley Face Jane. Thank you for correcting me there. It is McMillan who stole the base. Yeah, so your 95 base stealer instead decided to hit 2 bombs. You can't get anything by Smiley Face Jane. That is the eye of a champion there. All right, so let's go back to the schedule. All right, let's do our first full month. We'll get a much better idea of what this team is all about. Oh yeah, you're with that one loss for a long time. You're 17-1, so you rattled off 16 wins after that loss. Yep, 16-game winning streak. Bat of the month is Lashway, and Dillingham had a 7 extra base hit streak, 7-game extra base hit streak. And you had 2 players of the week. Now let's go see about this batter of the month. This is why I did those mailbox settings. We can go here and see Lashway. So in the month, he had 313 with 11 home runs, 34 RBI, and 27 runs scored in 1 month. Nice. I want to keep tabs on this power I guy, McCoy. All right, he's got 9 home runs. He's hitting 311. Your 45 contact power I guy is hitting 311 with a 1034 OPS. 9 bombs already. Interesting. All right, let's do it. 25-4. There's only one other team in the major with 25 win over 20 wins, and that is the Mariners. Where's Max LP or Nolan to witness this? All right, let's do another month. Oh, you're on 7 losses for a long time there. So you had another win streak. Yeah, 13-game win streak. 4-game home run streak by McKenzie, 4-run home run streak by Fuentes, 8-game RBI streak also by Puentes. 10-game run streak by Puentes is on fire. 6 consecutive hits. And then 7 consecutive on base streak, all by Puentes. Puentes is on fire. Oh, see, yeah, we unchecked the owner box, but the owner still bothers us. So we're actually not at the end of the month. We'll go through the end of the month here. Okay, 47 wins. Only one other team in the major with 40 wins, so that's the Twins with 41 wins. 825 win percentage. Look at all this yellow ink over here. You have Puentes leading the league in batting. You have the top 3 home run hitters at least. You may have more. We only see the top 3 here. You got the top 3 RBI hitters. Puentes is in triple crown position, leading in batting, second in home runs, leading in RBI. You're first and third in OPS, top 3 batter wars. Puentes is on a current 17-game hitting streak. On the defensive side, you're first and third in ERA, second and tied for first and second in wins, first and third in strikeouts. Luis Gonzalez is also in triple crown position, leading in ERA, leading in wins, leading in strikeouts. I did say we rarely see Spencer Strider beat in strikeouts, but you are ahead of him. You have the top 3 pitcher wars. Spy for Shane, who are you referring to about Jake Berger? I don't know when you put that in there, so I'm not sure which batter you're talking about. Down with the Daywalker, says FlyingWV. I don't know. 141 wins is tough, but you are at 47 and 10. You've got a chance still. Oh, the White Sox are a real player. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Third in home runs, third in RBI. McNick asking, is this view available in Perfect Team? I don't know. Um, if this box is available, this is how you get it in base game. There's a box that says show leaderboards. If you uncheck this, it goes away. If you check it, it shows up. You know what? I don't know if it's in Perfect Team. That's a really good question. But this would be how you would turn it on or off. Is right here. He was in top 3 in WAR when you said, "Oh, I see." Okay, he's still doing pretty good. Claydog doesn't think it's available in Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but if you find this box, that's how you would get it. So, McNick, I'm curious, is this your first year playing Perfect Team or your first year playing OOTP in general? Because I started Perfect Team this time last year, but I've been playing the base game for over a decade. Okay, we're gonna sim. We're June 1st. We're gonna sim to July. Okay, well, welcome to the game. There's a lot of fun stuff in it, both on the base game side and the Perfect Team side. Barry Basher has confirmed that show leaderboards is available in Perfect Team. Last year with a 6-game home run streak, a 48-game on base streak by Puentes. Man, that guy's on fire. And pitcher of the month. Oh, Sosa with pitcher of the month. Let's check him out. Over 500 hours in. Nice, McNick. Nice. Yeah, let's go check the mailbox. NL names #1 pitcher in June. Alex Sosa, good level pitcher, winning pitcher of the month. Congrats, FlyingWV. That's really nice for a good level player. In 5 starts this month, 24 hits and 41 innings. Whoa, that's like a .6 hits per inning. Struck out 40 and walked 12. So 36 walks and hits and 41 innings. That's well below 1. Insane whip, exactly. He's 11-2 with a 1.91 on the season. This might be your Cy Young candidate, and it's coming from a good level player. And now I got to see what your staff is doing. If he's 11-1, okay, well your legend level pitcher is 14-1 with a 2.08 and a .89 WHIP. That the fact that a good level pitcher is matching that is a good sign. Your other good level pitcher is 9-8. Your average level pitcher is 8-3, and your star level is 11-3. So definitely 11-2 is a big bonus from a good level pitcher. Yeah, it's definitely a steal at good for sure, FlyingWV. And you invested in a star level closer. He's got 21 saves and a 16.6 strikeouts per nine with a 1.73 ERA. That's a strikeout machine. Jeez. 1.73 ERA, .74 WHIP, and a 16.6 strikeouts per nine. Wow. Good investment of a star level pick there, I think. All right, let's sim to the All-Star break. The closer's going to win the Cy Young. He may not, but he might win the reliever of the year. We've only had, I think, one other player win reliever of the year. So, for some reason, the AI does not want to give credit to um, created relief pitchers. Okay, we'll sim to the All-Star break. Congratulations, Mike Lashway is the leading vote getter for the All-Star game, and Souza has just finished a 12-game quality start streak. The Mountaineers entered the All-Star break at 72-18, an even 800 win percentage. There's only two other teams in the majors who even have 60 wins, and the Mountaineers have 72. Okay, McNick, glad you got your drops. Have a good night, and we'll look forward to you lurking in future streams. Puentes is in a battle for the batting title with Arias, currently 8 points behind. Also leading in RBI. He has fallen off the home run pace, but Lashway and McKenzie have picked it up. For some reason, you're not in the top three in steals. What's happening with your stolen bases? Let's take a look. Okay, McKenzie has 43. Okay, the top three have 52, 49, and 48. So he's just outside the top three. But I bet none of them have 31 home runs at the All-Star break. He is on pace for some kind of crazy 50-80 is the best we've had. I think 56-86 is the best we've had. Oh, that's Chiefs my face, Jane. It is hard to steal if there's people on base ahead of you, or if you're hitting home runs, you're circling those bases without a chance to steal. That's a great point, Smiley Face Jane. All right, and then on the pitching side, let's scroll down here a bit. Gonzalez is still on triple crown pace, tied for the ERA lead with his teammate, leading the league in wins and leading the league in strikeouts. All right, we need to sim one more day to actually get to the All-Star break itself. 72-19. Oh, you lost that last game before the break. Let's see how your team did in terms of getting All-Star votes and positions. Okay, none at catcher. I mean, you do have a defensive specialist starting at catcher, so that might be why there's nothing there. You have the leading vote getter at first base. You have the leading vote getter at shortstop. You have the leading vote getter at center field. I feel like you're getting a little cheated on these All-Star votes here. Let's go take a look. You're only in. And McCoy here is in the top three in right field. But to only have, yeah, Mets snub feels right. There's only four in the top three in all those positions. Let's sort by OPS. I mean, you have four guys with 900. Well, one of them is your backup catcher. Um, I think these three all made it in though, or at least have top three votes. McCoy has 27 bombs with an 890 OPS. Apolloni has 13 bombs, 260. Okay, that's maybe not a snub. Dillingham, 17 home runs, 237. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess they have a point. And of course, we know the pitching voting is broken because all these guys should be. I mean, you can make a case that you should have four guys in the top five in voting. But let's see who actually gets named to the club, to the All Star team. I don't like this. I feel like we're headed to some All Star snubs here. Okay. National League All Star results. See, this is what's broken. Sandy Alcantara, he's always getting voted in or in the top five. He's 6-8 with a 3.52 ERA and a 2.1 WAR. There are there are more pitchers on your there are enough pitchers on your team alone to bump him off this roster. Gonzalez is named to the squad, 15-2 with a .88 WHIP. Um, Souza is named to the team, good level pitcher, all star, nice steal there. Victor Rosales, your good level catcher, even though he's a defensive specialist, he is named to the team. Gordon Puentes, your star level first baseman, voted onto the team. Mike Lashway, your shortstop, voted onto the team. Yes, your star closer was snubbed. That is true. Brian McKenzie, your legend level center fielder, voted onto the team. And Mark McCoy, your good level right fielder. That's a steal there for you have a good level all star chosen for the team. Yeah, so I think I don't have a problem with Alcantara getting on the team, but for him to always be leading the league in votes seems crazy. I wonder, is he the first pitcher alphabetically in the American League? I wonder if like there's some bug where he's always getting more votes. I mean, it's possible he's the first alphabetically. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know, but it's really weird that he's always there. Right, no, exactly. So I appreciate it's almost regardless of his stats. Like we've seen him on there when he's like 4-9. It is funny though that we've played this game enough times where we can say things like he's always on there even when. All right, let's go to the home run contest. This is always fun. Let's see. Find W, you've got one, two, three, four participants. And I do like that the AI did spread them out so they don't have to knock each other out yet. Lasher with 36 home runs, McCoy with 27, Puentes with 26, and McKenzie with 31. Wow, McCoy's the only one to advance. 12-1 over Alvarez. But McCoy does make it to the final facing Matt Olson. Matt Olson takes out McCoy in the final. 15-14. What a battle. What a battle. All right, let's sim to the next day. We'll quick play the All-Star game and see how Flying WV's teams, players did. Yeah, it was a valiant effort, Flying W. I agree. Probably made for some good TV. Oh, 5 for the AL. Sneaks past the NL. All right, let's see how FlyingWV's players might have done here. McCoy came in, went 0 for 2, and struck out twice. Not great. McKenzie started in center field, went 0 for 2. Lashway went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Puentes goes 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Rosales comes in and goes 0 for 1. Not a great showing there on the offensive side. How about on the pitching side? Souza comes in and pitches 1 clean inning with a strikeout. And I'm guessing your legend level pitcher must have just pitched, so was not available for the All Star game. Yeah, not a great showing. Hopefully, that's not a sign of things to come for the second half. We want you to make a run at EDC's title here. All right, here we go. Resuming the season post All Star break. We are at July 11th, so we'll stim to the end of the month. Ooh, we got a few quick losses there. That's not great. 84 and 22, 792 win percentage. No one else has over 68 wins, which is what the Dodgers have. You're 16 games clear of the Braves for the NL East division title. You have the top 3 home run hitters and the top 3 RBI producers. Unfortunately, Puentes has fallen out of the top 3 in batting. On the pitching defensive side, Gonzalez still leading in ERA, still leading in wins, still leading in strikeouts. Although Spencer Strider has now tied him for strikeouts. This is going to be a fun Triple Crown watch in the NL for your legend level starter. All right, let's do the month of August. Already hit 100 wins. 10-game winning streak for Souza. This good level pitcher has been bringing it all season. 13-game shutdown streak for your closer, Ramirez. And we had a 9-game winning streak. Lashway already has 53 home runs. You've cleared 100 wins already, and we're at September 1st. The Dodgers are the closest with 91 wins. You have at least 3 batters with over 100 RBI already. Oh, here we go. McKenzie leading the league in stolen bases now with 73 out of nowhere. Jumping ahead. Top 3 OPSs, top 2 batter wars. He has 73 steals. He's got 40 home runs. So he might be our third 50-80 guy, and he may start his own category if he keeps going like this. Gonzalez is a 20-game winner already. Oh, Strider has passed him in strikeouts now. Still leading in ERA, still leading in wins, but now second in strikeouts. It is really hard to win that Triple Crown with Spencer Strider there. All right, I want to see this Triple Crown contest play out. So we're going to go 1 week at a time here down the stretch. 108 and 28. We're creeping back up to that 800 win percentage. Strider's at 262. Gonzalez is at 252. The lead is down to 10. I don't know if there's enough starts left to close that gap, but there is a chance. A 21 save streak by your closer has just come to an end. We're at 113 and 29, still just under that 800 win percentage. McKenzie's tied for the league. Oh, sorry, that's hitting streak. Gonzalez still leading in ERA, 0.06 ahead of Gonsolin from the Dodgers. He's well ahead of Gonsolin and Mabry for the win title. Keith Mabry, your good level pitcher, is tied for second in the league in wins. And Strider has pulled ahead now, 17 strikeouts ahead of Gonzalez. Robzilla 346, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. All right. Let's do another week. You did have a little mini winning streak there. 42 consecutive stolen base streak by Dillingham comes to an end. Dillingham wasn't even the guy we've been watching. We've been watching McKenzie. All right, we're gonna have to check that. 30 consecutive stolen base streak by McKenzie comes to an end. Okay, I mean, FlyingWV, part of your one of your strategies was stolen bases. I mean, look at this right here: 42 straight steals, 30 straight steals. Let's check out Dillingham. Dillingham has 50 stolen bases. 42 of those were in a row. Amazing. All right, you're at 120 and 29. You're on a 9-game winning streak. You've won 9 of your last 10. You're at 120. The Dodgers have just hit 100, so you're 20 wins ahead of them. You're 30 games clear of the Braves for the NL East title. And let's keep an eye on that pitching battle here. Gonzalez now 23 points ahead in the ERA title. You now have the top 3 winners in the NL. And you're now 15 strikeouts behind Spencer Strider. I don't think the Triple Crown's going to happen, but it's a heck of a year by Gonzalez. Another week. Ooh, 3 quick losses there. 7 and 3 in the last 10, but you're on another 4-game winning streak. Of course, clinched the division handily. McKenzie is closing in on 100 stolen bases. He's got 91 steals, and he's got 53 home runs. So he's already created the 50-90 club. First one to do that. 50-100 would be really cool. But he's got less than a week to do it. Gonzalez has slipped to second in ERA by .04. He still leads the league in wins. And he's second. Oh, he's only 6 strikeouts behind Gonzalez. One good strikeout start. And if Gonsolin falters in ERA, he could get the Triple Crown. I just don't think there's enough days left in the season, but we'll sim to the end of the regular season here. All right, 128 and 33. We have one more day left in the season. Wait a minute. If we do that, though, we'll see the accomplishments. So let's see where we are here. Leading league in. Oh, he's 3 strikeouts behind Strider. Who is pitching for us today? 3 strikeouts away from a Triple Crown. Oh, no. He's behind Gonsolin in ERA. So who's pitching today? Is Gonsolin pitching? Is there any chance his ERA will go up? Oh, Gonsolin is on the mound today. His ERA could go up. Who is pitching for the Mets or for the Mountaineers? Oh, it's not Gonzalez. He can't get more strikeouts. Oh, bummer. So close. 3 strikeouts away. All right, let's sim out the day here. All right, I got to see what happened here. Oh, Gonsolin lowered his ERA. All right, now I feel less bad about being. Oh, and Strider threw more strikeouts today. He added 7 more strikeouts. Okay, well, I feel less bad that he wasn't just like an inch away from the Triple Crown. But what a season by Gonzalez. I mean, that's what you hope for, right? When you choose a legend level starter, and he definitely came through for you. All right, so you finished the regular season 129 and 33. By far the best record in the majors. You finish hot going into the playoffs, 9-1 in your last 10 and on a 4-game winning streak. So let's hope that carries through to the postseason. All right. So this is where the game's a little broken. They don't have a category beyond 40-40. So when we had two 50-80 players before, it still just says 40-40. You had the pitching win leader, you had the home run champion in Lashway. That's not even counting your um, Power I guy. So what did he end up doing? McCoy, right? 55 home runs, 245 average, 919 OPS. So he did end up coming through, but kind of a quiet season. McKenzie ended up going 56 home runs, 94 steals, almost 50-100. But he did create the 50-90 category. We have not had that happen before. So congratulations on that. That's definitely going on the leaderboard. And on the pitching staff, this is one of the best good level pitching performances we've ever seen. 21-4, 3.05 ERA, 1.05 WHIP. Mabry also good level, 22-3, 2.9. Actually, he in some ways he put together even better season. So your two good level starters definitely steals at good level. Even Masonis at average, 18-5. He actually outperformed your star level pitcher in terms of ERA and WHIP. So really good job picking those pitchers, FlyingWV. Your closer, 44 saves, 1.72 ERA, kept that strikeout per nine ratio up, 16.3 at the end of the season. He had 133 strikeouts and 73 and a third innings pitched. I'll be disappointed if he's not in the running for reliever of the year, but we have seen it happen, unfortunately. All right, let's go to the postseason here. Now, we usually do the tree view for the wild card. We got the Orioles facing the Angels and the Braves facing the Padres. All right, the Angels win their game to face the Twins. It's the Rays and Rangers in the other AL game. The Braves beat the Padres, so it'll be the Braves Mets facing the Dodgers Cubs. And the other matchup is the Dodgers and Cubs. So I really like the way we've been doing this lately, which is we go to the scores view and we just quick play the games, and then we will do highlights for any elimination or clinching games for the Mountaineers. So I've got playoff Kershaw against Marcus Stroman, and the Cubs, of course, win 10-3. Let's see what happened to Kershaw. Playoff Kershaw with a 10.38 ERA. So the sim engine is working. And the game that we care the most about is the Mountaineers hosting the Braves. Cy Young candidate Luis Gonzalez on the mound against Spencer Strider. Oh, the two strikeout kings of the NL facing each other. Oh, and the Braves win a pitcher's duel 3-2. Gonzalez is a hard luck loser, 0-1, 2.35 ERA. He went 7 2/3, gave up 2 earned, 5 hits, and 4 walks, striking out 11. Strider also struck out 11 in 7 innings, 1 earned, 2 hits, and 2 walks. All right, everybody's in action now as the AL joins the fun. The Rangers win 11-2, riding DeGrom's arm, with Garcia winning player of the game. He hit 2 home runs. In the other AL matchup, the Angels beat the Twins 4-1. Otani and Trout both go yard. if the Angels take a 1-0 series lead. I mean, this is what everyone hoped would happen, right? When the Angels put Otani and Trout together. 2 home runs in the postseason, win their first playoff game 4-1. All right. Chicago looking to extend their 1-game series lead. And they do, winning 6-3, taking a commanding 2-0 series lead over the Dodgers. All right, the Mets here, we're going to want to tie up the series at 1. They lose again 6-4. Looking a little rough here, FlyingWV. 4 runs in the 7th really did it for the Braves there. The Mountaineers scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th to take a lead, give up 4 runs almost immediately to the Braves in the top of the 7th. Kind of wondering who get. Oh, look at that. Win for a chance. The Mets had a chance. It was Johnson who got tagged for all the runs. The bullpen pitched a clean game. That's tough luck. All right. Well, the Mets on a much needed travel day. Hopefully they can straighten things out. Or sorry, not the Mets, the Mountaineers. All right, Texas looking to extend their lead. And they win 6-4, taking a 2-0 series lead. The Angels looking to extend their lead. But the Twins tie the series at 1, winning 3-0, shutting out the Angels. All right, AL's being a travel day. NL's going to have the focus on them. Both series are at 2-0. Chicago looking to close out the Dodgers. And they do, winning 7-6 in extras, walking it off in the bottom of the 11th to advance to the NLCS. All right, let's just in case this is the last game, let's go to highlights. Smiley Face Jay taught us how to do this. We go to achievements. We uncheck notify me of unlocked achievements. Yeah, so in case you just think Smiley Face Jane is an awesome perfect team player, also super nice person, figured this out for us, taught us how to do it. All right, and then we go back to the scores page, and we're going to hide the scores. This part I knew how to do. I didn't know how to turn off the achievements, but all right, we'll do the quick play, and then we go to highlights. All right, good luck, FlyingWV. Flying says, shame I won't get to the tiebreaking numericals. Think I did well there. Yeah, well, we still go through them to recognize people who guess well, but yeah, it will be a bummer if you're not able to win the packs for your good guesses. Okay, top of the third, the Mountaineers up at bat. Got a runner on second. Rosales up at bat with a 3-0 count. 1 out, facing Charlie Morton. Draws the walk, first and second with 1 out. 2-2 count for your legend level, Brian McKenzie. Oh, goes down swinging. All right, that brings up Mark McCoy. This is your 3 true outcomes guy. Ground ball the first, scoop for. Oh, that's the top of the fourth. Scoop for the double play. All right, top. At least it's all Mountaineers highlights. That's a good sign. Top of the fifth now, 1 out, full count, runner on second for Travis McMillan. Fly ball to center field, over the center fielder's head. That's trouble. Should drive in a run. That's an RBI double. That puts the Mountaineers ahead 1-0. Atlanta on up, bottom of the fifth. Facing Keith Marbury. Line drive into the field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. They hold the runner at second, though. Keeping the force plays everywhere around the infield. 2 outs now, 0-2 count. Maybe gets a slow roll to the pitcher's mound. Gets the out first, gets out of the jam. Nicely done. Top of the sixth now. Mountaineers looking for some insurance. Morton still on the mound, facing Troy Bradley. Ground ball down third base. This is your base hitting third baseman, and he does it into the corner. Should be extra bases. This is that high contact, high eye, low power guy. Triple. Lead off triple. That's what you like to see. Okay, he must have scored because there's a run on the board. Puentes is on second, and Dillingham is up at bat. Line drive into left center field. Oh, gets past the sliding center fielder. Run scores. Dillingham's headed to third, and he's in with a triple. 2 insurance runs. Maybe still on the mound, bottom of the sixth, facing Ronald Acuna Jr. Runner on first, no outs, 1-2 count. Ground ball to short, and they turn a nice double play. That was the fastest double play animation I think I've ever seen in this game. All right, McKenzie, 1 out, 2-1 count, top of the seventh. Runner on first, runner on second. Fly ball, deep left center field. And that's gone. A 50-90 man hitting a home run in the postseason. 5-0 now, bottom of the seventh. Ozuna at bat, runner on first. No outs, 2-0 count. Oh, and that's deep. And that's gone. They finally rough up Marbury. Mabry? Maybe it's Mabry. All right, they reach for 2 runs. Mabry's still in the game. Runner on first. Michael Harris the second. 2 outs, 2-1 count. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Let's see if they send a runner to third. They do. Oh, and in the process, they let the trail runner advance. Okay, tying run now up at bat in the form of Ozzy Albies. Line drive into left field. That's going to drop in. That might score 2. Throw to home, not in time. 5-4 now. Acuna Jr. now facing Justin Torres. Draws the walk. The go ahead run now is on first base. Matt Olson up at bat. That's a line drive into right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Runner scores. That ties up the game. 5 runs in the seventh to tie it up. And the rally continues. Austin Riley up at bat now. Fly ball to right center. Oh my goodness, that's gone. This is some perfect team BS right here. The massive inning. The 8-run seventh. We're not playing perfect team game engine. This is base game. All right, Dillingham up now, top of the 8th. Ground ball to third. It's a slow roller. Not in time. All right, that's the scrappy kind of play you need to get a rally started. But inning's over. AI's going right to the bottom of the 8th. I don't know what happened to that base runner. Sean Murphy leading off. 0-1 count. Line drive past the first baseman. Rosario up now. 1-2 count. Ground ball to the second baseman. Oh, what is that animation? He dives and it gets past him. It actually went under him. All right, New York got that jam, but the AI advances to the 9th inning, 2 outs. That's never a good sign. Fuentes up at bat with a runner on first. Oh, that's a fly ball deep left center field. That's gone. It's a 1-run ball game. Still 2 outs. Full count now for Mark McCoy, your 3 true outcomes guy. Oh, he goes down swinging. Oh, sorry, FlyingWV. You guys made it interesting, but eliminated by the Braves, 3-0. Best run and worst run. All right, let's go to the playoff tree. First time you haven't won the World Series. And I feel like this is maybe your, if not your best team, it's your most interesting team. The Cubs also swept the Dodgers. All right, the Angels advance to face the Rangers, and the two sweeping teams, the Braves and Cubs, meet in the NLCS. The Rangers beat the Angels in seven, and the Braves take the Cubs 4 games to 1. So it's the Braves Rangers in the World Series. And the Rangers win it 4 games to 2. All right, let's get to some. Let's save the game here, and then we'll do some postseason awards. Clay, not only, yeah, you said he didn't want to win the World Series when he picked the Mets, and then you submitted saying they were going to win. Oh, that's karma for you, Clay Dog. That's kind of amazing. All right, let's get to some postseason awards here. We're going to do that from the mailbox. They'll show up in here. We have our achievements turned off, so it'll be a little more of a surprise. Great Glove Awards. We should be in the running for a couple, especially your catcher. I'm hoping your catcher wins one here. Nope. Roberto Perez from the Giants wins the catcher. The Mountaineers are shut out in the Great Glove Awards. Next up, reliever of the year. Okay, let's take a look again at your reliever. 44 saves, 5-3 record, 1.72 ERA, .71 WHIP. The 3.2 WAR for a reliever is very high. I'm a little concerned. The AI seems to rely a lot on ERA for the reliever of the year. And believe it or not, that 1.72 might actually be a little high. So let's see what happens here. Smiley Face Jane says that he'll win. There's no greater authority. So let's see who's right here. I hope he wins. I've just seen too many snubs at the reliever spot here. And Hader grabs it. So I think the last time we had a reliever not win because Duran had that's true. Duran had an all-time season that year. It was like a .4 something whip or something like that. Hader takes 25 first place votes. You got 5 first place votes and you only lost by 40 vote points. So that is a really good outcome. Just couldn't get past Hader. Hader had a .81 ERA. So this is similar to that Duran year that Smiley Face Jane is talking about. You just ran into a reliever you're not going to get past here. Yeah, 112 strikeouts in 67 innings, just insane. So when that happens, that 1.72 ERA is definitely going to be too high. Despite your 16 point something strikeouts per nine, that's a tough luck loss there. I think Smiley Face Jane would have been right on the win if he hadn't run into this Hater slash Duran type season. Yeah, no, he had a great deserving year for sure. I don't mind it when the AI gives it to a deserving player. I don't like it when one of our community members gets snubbed for a non-deserving season. But this one's legit. I think this one's legit. Okay, Platinum Stick Awards. I think you're in the running for probably 4, maybe 5. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's the AL. NL. Victor Rosales, your defensive specialist catcher, wins the Silver Slugger Award. I was not counting that one, so I'm going to be low, I think. Puentes wins it at first. Dillingham wins it at second. Lashley wins it at short. Apolloni wins it at left field. I wasn't considering Apolloni either. And McKenzie at center field. That's 6 platinum, platinum stick awards. That is great, FlyingWV. I was very surprised by Apolloni. And I was not expecting Victor Rosales. He was such a defensive specialist. Nice. All right. Next up, Rookie of the Year. We don't have any candidates, so we'll just send past that. Now, Cy Young Award. I mean, Gonzalez, I think, is the obvious choice. Second in strikeouts, 25 wins, 2.50 ERA, sub one whip. I think he's got to be our best bet. I like when they do this because you don't know. It just says top NL pitcher announced. Congratulations. Not only did Gonzalez win, you sweep the top three. Two good level pitchers finishing second and third in Cy Young voting. Those are two steals, Flying WV. Gonzalez sweeps the first place votes. Souza Mabry come in second and third. It's 55 more vote points before you get to the fourth place winner, which is Corbin Burns. Nice unanimous win there for Luis Gonzalez. All right, next up is the MVP. I mean, do you put your money on your league leading home run hitter with the 1100 OPS, or do you lean towards the 50-90 guy? In terms of WAR, Lashway's ahead, but we know the AI loves speed. They love stolen bases when it comes to these postseason awards. So I think McKenzie has a chance at it. You like McKenzie? I think the AI will like McKenzie too. I think the AI is going to put a lot of weight on those stolen bases. Oh, Smiley Face Jane likes Lashway. I've just been well. You know what? Lashway has also got 41 steals, so that might. No, you're right, Smiley Face Jane. That's a great point. The 41 steals with the other productivity. You know what? I wasn't paying attention to that. That's why Smiley Face Jane is the much better perfect team player. But now that that's been brought up, I do agree now with Lashway. I think Smiley Face Jane has nailed it. All right, let's see what happens. Lashway, Smiley Face Jane on the money. McKenzie comes in second, but Lashway sweeps the first place votes. I think you're right, Smiley Face Jane. Those 41 stolen bases, when you add it to that bat, makes up the difference for sure. Yeah. All right, so we have outcomes. We did sweep the Cy Young and MVP awards. That was the last piece of the puzzle, I think. So we can go to the pack giveaway. Let's unhide the names. We'll get this up on the screen shortly. All right, let's put this up there. Now, we normally could filter, but I like to leave these up so that when we get to the numericals, we can see how everyone guessed. Will this team make the playoffs? Everyone guessed yes, and they were all correct. Will this team make it to the World Series? Unfortunately, the sayers of nay are correct. So Tay Morris and Dukeston are going to win our packs. Now let's see who wins first place and who wins second. Will this team make it to the World Series? No. Will the players on this team see? Now this is where the sayers of nay were wrong, but they're both wrong. So they will both advance. Okay, how many games will this team win? In finishing first in the NL East, they won 129 games. So let's resize this so we can show you the guesses. Let's just get all these in here. All right. 129 games. So Delhi Sports gets it exactly. Let's highlight that. But of our two frontrunners, Tay Morris guesses 97 versus 89. They're both pretty far, but by virtue of getting the other questions right, Tay Morris does win our 7 packs. Congratulations. And Dukeston wins 3 packs. All right, let's do the rest of the questions. I always like this part. What is the war generated by the highest war generated by any of this team's players? So we'll start with the pitchers. Pitchers tend to have the lower wars. Our top war pitcher was our Cy Young Award winner, Luis Gonzalez, with 9.5. And our highest batter war is from our MVP winner, Mike Lashway, with 13.3. 13.3. The closest was FlyingWV. Almost nails it exactly. You did say you were confident in your numerical guesses. That 13.2, almost exact. The regular season home runs hit by this team, the team leader, 58 by Lashway. Let's see. We had Dacry 19 with 59. That's the closest, off by just 1. What is the number of regular season strikeouts by the pitcher who leads the team in strikeouts? Again, that's your Cy Young winner. He had 291. Flying W, you were right. You're 1 away. War and strikeouts, you did nail. Almost exactly. Nice work. Okay, the regular season OPS leader. That again is your MVP, 1100 or 1.100. We got a 1.111 from Clay Dog. I think that's our winner. Congratulations, Clay Dog. Very good guess there. And then our lowest ERA with a minimum 100 innings pitched. We had a 1.72, but that was your closer who only had 73 innings pitched. So then we get to your Cy Young winner, 2.50 ERA. Clay said I was lazy, didn't want to hit other numbers. 2.50. Clay Dog is 0.11 away. And that's the closest. Clay Dog closest on ERA too. Well, our late night regulars did really well on the numerical guesses, but it's a couple of daywalkers who take away the packs. Tay Morris coming in first, 7 packs, and Dukeston coming in second. Congratulations to both of them. And Claydog, congratulations to you on a great performance in the creator roster. I know you would have preferred to take the title from EVC, but when you look at some of the other stuff you've done here, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, the 5090 is great. First 5090. Oh, did I say Clay Dog when I meant to say Flying WV? Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'll get the leaderboard updated with these results. We're now I think well over 2 hours, so we're almost into 3 hours. So anyone who came in should have their full franchise time machine PTCS drops. Did I just see a notification that Lap just went live? Or was that some sort of bug? Yeah, we can go over my goal PTCS smiley face Jane. Um, let's go ahead and save this first. I'm not seeing him on my follow channels, but I did see the notification. He is live. Okay, we're gonna raid back into him, but let's take a quick look at my gold. Let me get logged in, and then I'll switch the screen over to the game. Oh, it says quick test of audio. That would have been funny if we rated in for his quick test of audio. Let me find. All right, here's the daily gold. All right, let's take you over there to it. When will there be ALF PTCS drops? Think of how many you could get. That thing's on 24/7. And I do appreciate Clay Dog and Spyface Jane helping with my roster build for this. So we won the first series 5-3. And let's see what that opponent looked like. They were a regular non-combi team. And let's see what that 5-3 looked like. Yeah, so Burlington took me out. We started off 0-2 and then won 4 in a row, gave up another loss, and then won 5-3. Then series 2 was against Ironton Eclipse. They also did not have any combis, I think. Yeah. So these, they felt like really fun, kind of, even matches because neither of us had combis. Um, I wasn't expecting this because gold is the one level I added for this PTCS, and I managed to qualify one of my teams. So I wasn't expecting a ton. I had no combis. They had a 6-man bullpen, yeah. So we won 4 in a row, took a loss, and then won again to close it out 11-10. Then in series 3, this one I almost got reverse swept. I actually was pretty sure I was going to get reverse swept here because by this time, my wife had taken the kids to a birthday party, so I was able to kind of watch, and I didn't micromanage, but I was kind of keeping a closer eye on it. So we win 4 in a row, and then lose 6-7, 5-7, 4-9, 3-4. And I think at this point I was in EVC stream or Spore stream when I mentioned that, like, I can see after the second loss, I said, I can see the reverse sweep coming from a mile away. And then it went to 4-4. And of course, I'm super pessimistic, but we win 5-1. So then, yeah, as you noticed, we ran into Burlington. For those who don't know, Burlington has a fully boosted all combi team. Here's the pitching staff. And not just fully boosted all combi, but like, the players you would want. My Marquez, who was recommended by Slyface Jane, did well. They've got a fully boosted Marquez, Len Barker, all the ones I was, adding or trying to add before PTCS already on their team, fully boosted. Their lineup also fully boosted. Granderson Yount, who we added right before. They went Dwayne Murphy. We added Tony Gwynn as well. Tyler Fitzgerald, I added. Gary Carter, which is a recommendation of Smiley Face Jane. Yeah, so ran into them. But here's what I'm proudest of, maybe, even maybe more proud than making the round four, is we took two against Burlington with no combis. So that's two for the non-combis. And I did say in one of the chats, I said, as soon as I saw we were playing Burlington, I saw the roster. I said the mission has changed. The goal is to win a game, and we won two. Yeah, no rest. That almost reverse sweep was brutal. Yeah, having I when we're up 4-0, I was hoping to get some rest to reset because I kind of assumed once you get to round four and beyond, you'll run into more combi teams. But yeah, and so let's look at this one. Uh, Spyface Jane, how did you do in this one? I was gonna look around for it. And Claydog, where are you in this too? Oh, there's one. There's a Smiley Face Jane team here. Made it to the round of four or round four. I mean, that's something. I can say I made it as far as Smiley Face Jane. Burlington. Oh, Burlington did not go on to win it though. They lost to Miller's E6. They're also almost fully combinated. Their Horowitz is level 4. Their pitching staff is fully combinated. Okay, Claydog's the purple shield. Let's go look for Claydog. On the left or on the right? Oh, there we are. The Knights also to round 4. Oh, that was your opponent. Oh yeah, this is Dylan. So 4-2 or 5-2 in round 1, winning 3 in a row to close it out. Nice. Oh, you were up 3-1. Oh, that's brutal. Up 3-1 and then lose 4 in a row. Yeah. What were they what were they running on you here? Let's see what they were running. Oh, wait. I don't want that. I want Hold on. Let me go. Let me back out here. They had no combis. Well, let's see what Clay's running. Clay's running mostly combis. Mostly combis in the lineup, a few combis in the pitching staff. And then what are they running? I couldn't get to their rosters from. I'll look at it from here. One combi in the lineup, no combis in the staff. What do you think it's just RNG, Clay Dog, or what do you think might happen there? Yeah, just RNG. Yeah, that's tough. Your pen was okay too. Yeah, because it's not like you had any. I mean, you won two before that, and they were pretty low scoring, so it's not like your pen was getting worked. And you had two games to rest before the series, so it's not like your team was tired. Yeah, I mean the RNG can happen. All right, well now I feel better about getting those PTCS drops because we did some PTCS coverage here. All right. Well, let's figure out where we're going to raid into. Let me put this back up too. It helps me with the organizing the VODs. Yeah, FlyingWV and I think we're in the same chat at one point. He was facing a reverse sweep. I thought about to get reverse swept too. So I remember FlyingWV telling us that he was now 4-4. And I went 4-4, but the coin flip went my way and it went against FlyingWV. Man, we have 180 people. It's too bad we can't raid into one of our regulars like Ophi or Emmy Melodies, but they're not on. Is Lap still on? I would love to raid into his audio test. No, it looks like he already went offline. There's also a nap top hound. That's awesome. I'm sure that's someone from our community messing with Lap, but that's pretty funny. All right, Midnight Sumo is doing a replay of uh of the November Grand Sumo tournament, so maybe we'll raid into that. They've just started commercials, but so for those of you who are not familiar, Midnight Sumo is one of the places we do raid into a lot from our late night stream. He is a Canadian streamer who, in English, does commentary of Japanese sumo tournaments. So uh, the best ones are when it's a live tournament, and he'll do live commentary. So if you ever wanted to watch sumo, it's a great way to kind of be able to follow along because he tells you what's going on in English. And so he's doing it's a replay of a tournament, but it sounds like he's doing live commentary on top of it. So it sounds like he is on. But our other folks that we rate into, like Ophi and Stitch, and Emmy Melodies, are not on tonight. So all right, and and I also wanted to give a shout out to for those of you who've been looking at throughout PTCS have been looking at this or this. Right, EVC puts these together for the community, and I think it's awesome. But I think it often gets overlooked how much he does in cases like this. So I wanted to make sure everyone understood that it is EVC in NYC too, who um, on his own initiative did this for everybody. And it helps the streamers like me. It helps us get attention and make sure everyone knows to come to us for their special drops. It helps the community, I think, keep track of who they want to watch when he puts this table together. So I just want to make sure to give him a shout out and to make sure, yeah, huge props to him, Clay Dog. I totally agree. I want to make sure everyone understands how much he puts in for the community, not just for his stream, but this is for everybody. And he does it without any fanfare, and I want to make sure people know that. So thanks for indulging me there. And we're going to raid into Midnight Sumo. Hope you enjoy it and hope you have a good time. And again, thanks for joining. Hope you were able to get as many franchise time machine drops as possible. Hope you had a good time watching FlyingWV play one of our community games. If you ever want to play, just hang out long enough and you'll get channel points, and you can redeem them to play. Thank you to Ripley the Oriole, Minerva, and of course Laptop Pound for the raids. And thanks to all of you for hanging out with us. Hope to see you again, especially you daywalkers who want to join us. I know it's hard to stay up, but FlyingWV already redeeming another game. That's awesome. So FlyingWV and Smiley Face Jane redeeming or doing point redemptions tonight for games. So we'll get those scheduled. We'll forget which one you want to play, and we'll make sure we get you into those.